chance to meet everyone today. And thank you for joining us. First of all, it's a rainy day. It's supposed to be sunny, but no matter, nobody knows, right? I just want to say hello and just a little bit engagement activities before we jump into like the FOMO and kickoff started events. And who is the first time to come into our Vinci Innovation Lab? Would you mind give me a raise up if this is the first time? Okay, and we have a couple, and welcome the new audience, and welcome to join our big family, and definitely welcome everyone who has been with us for many years. Today, this is our annual signature open day events, and we not only use this day as open day to have an overview about what have already exciting moments in the last year. It's also a signature event that we want to just open up this new day for our community to join us to be cheerful about what we already accomplished during the last year and giving a new opening for the next year. And other than this, today is also a very meaningful day because this is our Mother Day event. So I want to, have all the participants today who is being here give us a round of applause to our mom who has already been here for many of them. A round of applause and happy Mother's Day. And we have flowers, and you will see, and this will be a special thank you gift for all our parents. And I know if you come with your dad, and definitely we will have a mother. Feel free to take one, and we want to wish all the moms and all the families a great summer. Okay, and we will before I dive into we have a different series of workshop in the next 2 hours that we will want to share with all the audience what we've seen from the STEM education in the past years, because we've already have a lot of experience from our students, our coaches, and our parents all together. And we will give us like a deep dive in the next 2 hours to cover all the learnings and insights we've experienced this year. And before we dive into the details, I want to welcome our operation director for Vinci Innovation Lab to give us a quick overview about our Innovation Lab and what we are hoping for the next year. And welcome, Lane.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Vinci AI Innovation Lab. First, thank you to all of our parents, students, guests, community partners, and our staff for being here with us today. And a big thanks to our founder, Mandy, whose passion and vision create this amazing platform. My name is Len. I'm honored to take the responsibility for the school operations here. This is our third year at Vinci, but our robotic education has been running over 6 years, beginning from iSTEAM program. Over the years, our students have developed strong skills in engineering, programming, creativity, and problem solving. We are also very proud that many of our teams have achieved outstanding results in state, national, and even international competitions, including Computing Olympiad, Artificial Intelligence, FTC, VEX, and other innovation competitions. However, today, we want to focus on something even bigger than competition results. As AI is changing the world faster than ever before, we believe students need more than just learning how to use technology. They need to learn how to think, solve world problems, collaborate with others, and turn ideas into real-life scenarios. Our vision is very simple. AI starts early, creators starts here, from 2 users to young creators. We hope every student here can discover their own pathway for growth, confidence, and innovation. Thank you again for joining us today. Let's enjoy the wonderful celebration together.
Thank you, Lynn, and thank you for welcome speech. And a couple house coding things before we dive into the session, which is the exciting part about AI. We have a lot of coaches available today, so if any the participants or parents, students, you have any questions about any of the course or any of the topics, regardless of the course details, feel free to grab a coach or grab myself or anyone you see wear the Vinci shirts, and everybody can answer any questions. Just house coping things. Okay, and we all know this is a year of AI, and we've talking about AI since 2002 because that's the year ChatGPT was launched. And through 22 until today, 4 years in the whole the time span, we've already seen that AI has been development and updated in such a quick time. So we've got a lot of questions from the community and parents and about how this will be impact our students. And we dedicated a lot of time since many years, like last 2 years, we participated a lot of different community and learn from the experts how that will be able to really impact and how we are able to transform the impact in the ideology to the application. So that is what we will be over to focus today. And I just want to welcome everyone to see this is Professor Pito. I can give us a quick overview about who he is. This is our guest speaker that we've already have partnership for many years, and he is emeritus professor from Brandeis in computer science, and he is a father of pivot table. And why today we've inviting him to give us a very quick, like 1 minute or 2 minutes video is because pivot table was developed in early 19, which in the beginning of internet booming. And after 20 years, we still use pivot table. And we have so many technology changes during this 20 years, but a good innovation has its lifespan time booming all year long. And we just want to learn from his response and about when we think about AI now as a new innovation impacting all of our life and how we can carry over from his spirit to think about in the future, in the next 20 years, how we are able to adapt ourselves into a new innovation. Okay, let's see how he gave us a special speaks. Okay, so there is no voice.
Every day when I develop
I'm sorry. Okay.
software engineer, been doing it for years. Now I'm using AI every day when I develop software. But
Is that sorry?
you can't really use it effectively and get good results if you don't understand what it is you're trying to do.
Is that because of echo or sorry? Oh, I have to turn it out. Oh, sorry.
Software engineer, been doing it for years. Now I'm using AI every day when I develop software. But you can't really use it effectively and get good results if you don't understand what it is you're trying to do from the point of view of the engineering. You have to think about the structure which you're trying to create, the technologies you use, what tools are appropriate, how to test, how to get into reliability, architectural issues, all those things you have to provide as guidance to the AI, and then it'll help you. It'll be like a rocket ship, but it's very easy to have it be out of control. And so you need the fundamentals. You need to understand what you're doing, and sometimes you have to learn to do something by hand, which a year from now you realize you could do automatically. But you have to often have experienced it by hand first. My field of software engineering and computer science is an amazing field to be in because it's changing so fast. Every day you have to learn something new. It never gets old. And more, everything from a Coke machine to a rocket ship has software in it. And it's just the most fun and exciting and rewarding thing to learn.
Together to adapt what is always changing. And that actually towards us into the next sessions all about AI architect. And I'm very honored I have this opportunity to represent Vinci Innovation Lab and iSteam together because this is a program that we coordinate and collaborate closely in the next year to create a platform and a community, how we are turning into what we learn to what we can apply. And this is a common question I've been asked by many parents and students itself, from middle schooler to college, freshman or sophomore, or even seniors. Because AI is coming, we see autonomous car, which will replace drivers. And definitely, when I'm not driving, autonomous car driver is not the only jobs function will be replaced. Like, I don't need to code anymore. We have cursor, and the AI can help me to write so much, and we don't need to marketers. And even with robot, and I can have a robot to think about putting the laundry and fold the clothes for me. So as a human being, where I can place myself as I still have productive. And also, at the same time, while we are thinking we are losing the job, our longevity of the life actually expanded. I think the average the age longevity of the United States is like female is around 100 age, and the male around like 90, so we have a longer lifespan, but actually we are thinking about I'm losing job and I don't have like uniqueness as a human anymore. So that raised a lot of like anxious and also frustrations. So we spent last almost 2 years to visit a lot of university activities and talk with a lot of like participants and expertise in the community. How we are able to overcome this trend seems like we are losing the capabilities as unique of humans to do a lot of things before in the last industrial revolutions. And this is a Harvard research that based on, I think the day of this research was published in January 2026. And in the AI age, what is the uniqueness in 4 categories, how making us still a live person as a human. So the report gave us like 4 categories. The first category is we have to have a judgment. And I think a lot of us heard the term about last like booming age, we are in the year of data science, and using an analytic skill is on the top of the skill sets that a lot of students need to handle and master. And in the new AI age, how we are making a reasonable judgment will be the new terminations about what you can be sufficient and overcome that year. And other than that, on top of how to make the judgment, we have 3 categories that can support us to making a sound judgment based on our own self and own situation, which will be the embodied intelligence and logistic decomposition and data efficiencies. So those terms seems like very fuzzy and like very research level in the academic side, which make our confused. So when we are diving into the report and translating into that something we are able to see and consider as a parents and student in the daily life, we can break them into 6 categories that we can all apply in our daily life. So that is one of the top priority scene that we want to share with everyone today. So the first parts, if anyone needs to take a screenshot or want to do a double check, I highly recommend everyone probably take a picture. And I won't dive into any of those 6 categories one by one because that's too much. But I want to call out some of the things I feel personally very, very interesting to me. So I can see we have a human and AI collaboration. And then we have algorithm decision makings, and also other than this college portfolio, which I think drive all of us crazy at a certain point of the lifetime, and we also have productive thinkings. And all those, if anyone has the robotic experience here, I think we can do a quick test for the students here who has already played robotic in certain years, like 1 or 2 years. So let's ask us questions, and I need the collaboration from the audience a little bit. So who has experience with like learning with the robotic for more than 1 year? Could you, anyone can raise a hand for me? Anyone who has played or ever have an experience with robot more than 1 year? I know some of you definitely have 1 year experience. Okay, we have one. What about you? How many years you have experience with like playing robot?
A month.
Okay, a month. We have a new. Okay, what about you?
A year.
A year. And what about you? How many years? Oh, okay. How many? A month. Okay, so we have a lot of new audience here. And who do you think? Do you think when you play with a robot, you also need to, be in the control of the robot if you only been here for a month?
Kind of.
Kind of. And what do you enjoy the most that you play with robot?
Don't know.
Don't know. Okay. I think that is the answer we got. So when AI is catching up, we also need the human beings to collaborating with the robot and AI. And that's why we decided and we think when we rethinking about how design our curriculum that giving a logistic systematic thinkings through the design, we want to cultivate our students has a real capabilities to know how to be teamwork, how to collaborate, and how to apply those skills they've already practiced probably in an environment that is safe with them in the education environment, but also can move that capability in the real life. Then that's what is the new 3 categories we will starting to introduce on the top of AI. Then how we are able to adapt those 3 categories, usage and application in around world like surrounding us. The first one is on our cars. Because like Tesla, right? No matter its stock price or the price of the car, huge, rolling. And then we also have the human, right? Like we will have a demo that over there in the classroom with the robotic arm, and also talking about longevities that we will all live long, but how to live happily and safely will be another thing that we will really want to give us a good quality of life. So that will be the 3 concentration area we will focus on next year. And regardless of on top of that, this is what parents most care about probably, the researchers will dedicate a lot of time to cultivate different curriculums. If I want my kids to learn and has the capabilities to adapt the skills or the systematic thinkings in the way they can learn, what is the knowledge point they will learn? So we create like curriculum systematic decision trees. And on top of that, that will be our fundamental, definitely math and physics. And on the lower level, we want to let the kids know what is AI really about in the terms of large language models. So that will be have a lot of models that we will introduce with the students. And then we have the computer visions, which autonomous cars and a lot of things that can drive by themselves or can detect, or even with the sensors has a lot of relevation with that. And then we also have like human right, like the arm and how the dog, the puppies can follow with them, and eventually getting back to a healthy life. That is what we'll really concentrate when we deliver the really systematic way to teaching them gradually. It will take time, but this is our fundamental. And getting back to how we will deliver that, this PowerPoint will be uploaded to our program website page in detail. But I just want to highlight this with a little bit thing. Don't really bother by how many months I will be able, or if my student will be able to learn this sufficiently in certain months. I want to call out on this part, the experience part, because the word is changing. Sitting into a classroom environment cannot really helping our students anymore. They have to have a real life to apply and experience that. So this is why we really emphasize on the learning immersively and experience in the next academic year when we are launching this new project. And we actually will have a trial class right in the middle of today's event. And I will invite Coach Mahmoud coming onto the stage in a second to introduce what is the experience AI will be about, and that will be the time that our kids can starting to experience that no matter if he knows or not what is the AI can impact them in the future or in the next 20 years. And hopefully that will be open a new gate for them to, in the next 20 years, have a happier life and the skills to master their life. And thank you, everyone. I know this is a very tight time, a lot of information to digest. And to close my part, I want to introduce us to a video about like how the AI, we mirror this and mock up this with the AI done here in the lab. And all the tools we will see in the video, we will use them while we are learning with our students. And this will be their new way to interact in the future. No matter it's personalized learning or it's personalized to accomplish, but welcome to the new age of AI. Thank you, everyone. And next, I will just invite our Coach Mahmoud to dive and give us like live introduction about how the AI experience will be. And welcome, Coach Mahmoud.
Absolutely. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Thank you so much for spending your precious time today with us at Vinci. I'm Mahmoud Larudi, design coach at Vinci. I have 25 years of experience in design and AI, and I am more than happy to deliver those work experiences with your kids in our classes. So, can we go to the next slide? Yes. So I tried to simplify this process for you, okay? So what happens in our class is this. Students sketch a very simple drawing, and then we ask AI to convert that sketch to a 3D model. And that 3D model could be used in different scenarios. We can put that in metaverse, we can 3D print that, we can put it online for sale, so on and so forth. So here, one student did a very simple job, create that sketch, and then we put that on, ask AI to create 3D model, and we printed that. So it is at here, you see this. Okay, so I'm gonna show you a couple of examples for you, and I would appreciate your questions. More questions you ask, you give me more energy and direction, because your students will ask questions, and those will help me to find a right direction to push our courses forward. So in Vinci, we have expertise to cultivate your kids' curiosity, ignite that, and feed that. So by cutting edge AI technology and CAD technology, we know how to accomplish this task. So let me show you another example at here. So this is one of our students' sketch. Aiden did this. Aiden had a dream. He had a kind of a cartoon character in his mind. So he created a sketch, and then we converted that to a 3D model. What he wants to do with that, we don't know yet. We will see how it goes. He may iterate this process. He may be able to put that online to kind of showcase his expertise. So let me show you another example. So this is another sketch. Kimberly did this one. The more detailed sketch, the more detailed 3D model will come out of that. So we help our students to learn how to have a detailed, intricate sketch designs, and then convert that to 3D models. So there are a lot of small and big skills that they need to gain, and we are here to support them to do that. We customize our curriculum for their need and deliver that personalized curriculum to meet their need, basically. So after a couple of trial, we noticed to be able to deliver this package to our students, we need to develop 6 skills, and those skills are design, thinking skills, 3D modeling, AI skills, technical communication, and sketching skills. We put those together, and we use our pedagogical practice, PBL, EBL, and GBL, and you see the acronym there. So by combining those, we end up with a new course. Its name is Experience 101. Basically, it's not a class. It's not just a course. It's a design studio for your kids. So I don't have enough time to explain all these modules for you, but here is just one example with learning objectives that you see there. I know it's a lot of learning objectives, but we were successful to put them together in one package, in one module, and call this Experience 1. And its name is From 3D Dream to a 3D Print. So basically, whatever they imagine, they can put that in the 3D printer and then have a tangible product for themselves. You see how recent AI technologies can understand depths and how it can convert 2D images to 3D models. again, there are so many details there that we will uncover in our program. Experience number 2, sometimes the object that you have has so many features that it is hard to capture with just one picture. You need to take pictures from front, left, right, back to be able to do this. We have access to those technologies, and we offer that to be able to deliver something that is ready to be put in the real world applications. Experience number 3, give an introduction to more advanced mechanical concepts. Its name is mechanical tolerance. So usually it is covered in college level, but we cover that at here by converting those to a game. And because we know that they like games, yes, our kids, we will work hard to basically convert their Roblox time, their YouTube short time to innovative and creative moments at Vinci. So we experienced that, and we are confident we can do this in our upcoming workshop and classes. They will have a chance to work with a CAD and integrated AI inside that to design robots, mechanisms, tools in a very fast pace. In experience number 5, we did innovative things. We converted AI algorithm to a game, and when kids play game, they learn, and it's amazing outcomes for students to be able to understand AI algorithms and how it works. So if you are interested, we are gonna offer our course next week. Our first basically class will be on May 13th, on Wednesday. I will be able to give you more information about the course and about the modules. I will be in that room, and I'm happy, more than happy to give these experiences to your kids, and then they will get familiar with our modules, okay? Thank you so much for being at here and giving me a chance to basically present. If you have any questions, I love to answer. If there's not, I'm gonna give it to Jennifer, and he will present. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Coach Mahmoud. And we will have the trial class. I'm sorry. We'll have the trial class later, and if you see any students, parents interested in the trial class can follow Mahmoud later. And next, I want to just quickly highlight, because we see all the applications with relating to the AI, and we will have a summer camp that just overly introduce all those concepts to the students during the summer, and that will be the program. And if anyone who interested in that, feel free to in the front desk there will be more information will be introduced, and feel free to grab any coach if you ever interested in any of those. And in the back corner, at the end of the classroom, we also have some real hands product that the kids can starting to play around a little bit. Okay, and next session, we want to welcome Jennifer, coach that joining into our Vinci team this year. She has many years as FRC robotic coach and leading many team and support the students to achieve not only the pure technical skills, but also to learn and have a team spirit and bondings. While they have this different competition and a lot of pressures coming year long to the student. And we want to welcome Jennifer, coach, and she will share what is her focus in the new years too, because we know the human and the machine interaction, it becomes like a more important skill set that the students needs to cultivate other than the robotic self. So this will become our emphasis and enhancement for the overall program next year. And that's welcome, Jennifer, coach.
Here we go. Oh, yeah, there we go. Testing. Oh, there we go. Hi, everybody. My name is Jennifer Cheatham. I joined Vinci this year, and I'm very excited to start my new year with Vinci. And I had 2 years of FRC robotics competition and one of the female coach of FRC. So I'm very proud of it. There are 4 things that I want to go over really quick. Programs and competitions we have. Learning objectives and outcomes. Team structure, that's what actually, in my past experience, I want to focus on. And then the next one would be the scholarship that we have. So the first of all, programs and competitions. How many of you, raise your hand that you're longer than me? You've been here longer than me. I'm pretty new. All right. Oh, great. So everybody's new. So we're on the same page. So what I want to talk about is we actually offer 2 different courses, 2 different programs, but we have several programs that are running at the same time on 2 of our sites. Next slides, please. One is in the Newton Center, and one is in Burlington. That we have V5, the VEX competition, and the IQ. So V5, grade 7 and older. And I encourage everybody to do it. And then the second one is IQ. As long as you're grade 4 or older, then I would encourage you to participate. And then next slide, please. What I want to say is when you are here with us, what you learn is you understand a lot of mechanical, electrical engineering concepts. But those are the fundamental ones. You will also design in a building with us for the systems and apply coding and automation using sensors, motors, and control systems effectively. Not only that you need to put them together, you need to make sure it works when they're all putting together. And the next one is practice engineering, design, thinking, and prototyping. Then we follow all the engineering design process. And then the last one is collaborating in team-based engineering projects. So outcome, when you walk out of my classroom, you walked out of any of our instructors' classroom, this is what you have. This is what your takeaway is. You will be able to build and program fundamental robotics or ROV system, apply engineering principle to solve real-world problems. It's not only that you learn how to do things, you know how to apply them as well. And then you also will be able to demonstrate problem solving and troubleshooting skills, which a lot of us have, or a lot of us using that at work as well, right? In school and at work. And participate successfully in robotics competition, which we are very proud of. We won a lot of international championship. Next one is communicate technical ideas through presentations and reports. You should also be able to do or have experience on teamwork, leadership, project management abilities. So this is what I usually tell my kids when they come to my FRC team. Next slide. Robotics is for everybody. Do not let your gender, do not let your age restrict what you do, right? So everybody can do robotics. You can learn, you can do and learn engineering, but you can also do something else outside engineering. So what you can do in my team that I emphasize on is you guys are exposed with electrical wiring. I have 4, usually when I did my FRC, I put 4 subcategories of my team. So I have my impact team, programming team, I have my building team, which kids enjoys hands-on learning, and I also have electrical wiring team. So what I want to talk about is this impact team. That's what I mean by robotics is for everybody. Because I have students who is aiming for graphic design major. She's part of my team because what she did was she designed the outfit for us. She designed the poster for outreach program. And she also did our social media platform online. So you don't really have to be specialized in engineering. You can do anything else or everything else that helps team to operate, right? So another thing that I told my kids are, do not let gender restrict what you do. Half of my team, key members, are female members. So 50% to 50%. Engineering is not just for boys. Engineering is not just for high schoolers. Engineering can be for everybody. And you walked into my team, you're not only walk into my team to know how to do engineering, you walk into my team to be a future leader. So this is the reason that you join us, right? Another thing that I want to talk about is, was that like the scholarship? Do we talk about scholarship? Okay, all right. Another thing that I want to talk about is when the kids are really want to do the hands-on, that's also where you belong. You like to play games. This is the place for you. Because you can be our controllers. You can be the hands-on person for us to build things, correct? And I just want to know, how many parents are here? Can you raise your hand? Yeah. How many high schoolers are here? All right. How many parents of high schoolers are here? Raise your hand, please. How does it sound when your kids, what's your kid's name? Daniel. What's your kid's name? Ma'am. V-House. How is it sound when you have Daniel's and V-House college applications that says, successfully demonstrated leadership and led the team to win to 2026 VEX International Championship, right? Stands out, right? That's what it is. That's why you join us. So that's all I want to say for today. Robotics is for everybody. This is what I focus on, team building. Everybody do what you're good at. Everybody be better and walk out of my team as a future leader. That's what it is. Thank you very much for coming here today.
Thank you, Coach Jennifer. And when I first met Coach Jennifer, and she shared with me that she has fundraising a lot of like accessories and all those parts from the old machines with the engineering like pad or electricity pad, which is very amazing. So we welcome not only you have experience or no experience before, and also girls. We also consider about if we can just hire a purely girls team this year. If everyone and parents, if you have a girl, just want them to try. As Jennifer mentioned, there is no further experience required, and you don't necessarily need to be only sufficient in the engineer. And welcome, and if helping us, if you don't mind just helping us to spread the word that we hiring and want to dedicating that, we really appreciate that and looking forward to it. And then next time I will introduce Coach Lin, and he will go over the details about the program in the VEX and robotics. And thank you, Coach Lin.
Hello, everyone. Thank you. So yeah, just as Jennifer mentioned, like robotics and is for everyone. And also, I would say the AI and is for everyone as well. And so this time we like offer a new like a summer camp at this place, Newton campus, that's focused on AI, and we. Not only for the competition, we also want the younger kids from like age 8, like from second grade, like can experience like the robotics as well, and also the AI. So we offer a lot of like a new programs. So like you can see from the picture, there's like a cute like a little robot for the younger kids to learn how to intergage with like the AI, and also how to code a little bit, how to complete some missions. And we also have the electronic lessons that can the student can learn how to use like 3D design, 3D print to make like a body for the robot, and also build the like inside with electronic stuff. And we also have a fancy like robot arm that's for the older kids, like usually 7th grade to high school. That's like we actually have the robot in the room. Like later, the student can give a try. That can learn the factory automation. That's like the new career, pretty much like from this AI age. Also, more excited is the drone. It's like a flying. Everyone like to play. We also have over there. The student can give a try later. So yeah, so pretty much like if you want to take a photo, this is like our like a Newton AI lab. They have like the summer camps like from the end of June, right after the school ended. We're gonna have those like experience like for the from age 8 to the high school. Now back to the competition program. If you heard like from our frame, we you can see like on the like over there near the window we have a lot of great crazy like trophies. That's also like on the back there are like banners like said we have won a lot of like awards for the competition programs. That's why we really want to like talk about like the competition program as well. That's what we are doing. You can also see like from the this year or from the last year to this year, the robot is getting crazier. They can run the marathon, half marathon, and they can jump. They can do like martial arts, like a lot of fancy things. So, robot is actually coming to our life and really quick. I would say next year you probably can buy one for your home. That can help a lot of things. And that's why we want to like learn the robotics. And you can see this year on your back there's like the new game for the VAX V5. They actually have the like a vision sensor. They have the new mission. You have to use your robot to have the like eyes can recognize the thing that can actually do the work. So this year's game is a little bit challenge. You have to learn how to teach your robot how to see and how to like react to the missions. So why we choose VAX? Because like VAX has like all the ages like covered. So that's why we focus on that, which is a very good platform. And also the VAX robotic competition is the world's largest like robotic competition by Guinness World Records for 7 years. And it's like the teams just come back from the world champion competition, and they there's like over 1,000 teams like over there to compete, which is a very crazy and good experience for them. And we also have a lot of like a new, the schools, high school, college, like that's really involved into this. That's like all have like different things. As Jennifer said, the team is the key. Robot is not only about machine; it's also about teamwork. So in the team, you can do building, you can design, you can drive, you can also code. You can also do a lot of like team management, like fundraising, marketing. Those are all the skills like you can learn from it. Now, like this year, we actually got a lot of like awards as well. All of our like our V5 teams that qualified to the world champion. And that's like pretty much the Massachusetts most. And we also are the #1 in the skills champion. That's really like ranked really like within like a top 30 in the world. So now I want to welcome like our star coach David to share his experience about this year.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Last year around this time, I stood here probably talk about our achievement. Last year, we can remember we got state champion, US Open champion, world champion, 3 championships in a row. So those victories brought us confidence. But this season taught us something far more important than winning. This was a hard season. Because of the early challenges, our real preparation didn't begin until December. And from that moment on, it was competition after competition. No breaks, no time to slow down, just pressure and the need for us to grow fast. Before states, we faced different problems one by one by one, but we never gave up. Instead, we chose to push harder. We chose to fight. And at the state championship, we proved ourselves. 6 teams qualify for Worlds, 4 high school teams, 2 middle school teams. In skills, 3 of top 5 spots were ours. We also made history, okay? 4 high school teams from same org qualify for Worlds. Even though we stopped it in semifinals, that result does not define us, because the truth is we simply didn't have enough competitions, not enough practice, not enough time. But we learned and we grew. We spent countless nights together, working, practicing, encouraging each other, tired but determined, because we had one goal, the World Championship. At Worlds, the result was not perfect, but look at what we achieved. 5 out of 6 teams made elimination rounds. But many of our students were first year. Some of them were just the first time at Worlds and the first time driver. And we did all of this with only 2 to 3 months of real preparation. Our experienced teams delivered incredible performances, even going undefeated. Yes, there were regrets, there were mistakes, there were tears, there were crash outs, there were arguments, but those moments did not break us. They built us, they make us stronger, they make us braver, and they prepare us for what comes next. Because this is not the end of our story. We will return better prepared, more experienced, more united, and we will take on the next challenge. Our goal is clear: 2027 World Championship. And this time, we are coming for it. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach Lin. Well, I'm very amazing, and I can see how dedicated Coach Lin dedicated his time to the entire team. Because most of the time when I see him, he's playing in the ground and teaching the kids to how to learn it. Really, I can see him to presenting and writing such a long, warming sentences for the entire team. Thank you. So next, we will have some of our students sharing their experience, and then I will give the stage to Coach Lin again for that moment.
All right, thank you. First, we want to invite Daniel from 1010-Z.
Hello, my name is Daniel, and I'm on Team 1010-Z. Do we have like the slides? Okay. Oh, just like my experience this year was, this year was pretty hard, but we were able to overcome many challenges, and I was able to improve a lot with my driving and building skills. So, yeah. Yeah, that's my slides. Okay, awesome. Okay, so I grew a lot at Vinci for the last 3 years, especially last year, where I learned a lot of building, and Vex taught me how to stay calm in a very high-stakes situation. For my achievements in high stakes was my best year, where we were able to win worlds and states, and it was a very fun experience where we were able to learn how to build robots and also how to go to competitions and do well. So yeah, about my experience, I was at Vinci for 3 years, and Vinci helped me like make my time management better and how to prioritize different tasks when I go to the competition, such as skills and matches. My goal for next year is to like win worlds again and maybe win some signatures and just really do well overall and continue learning more and meeting new teams.
All right. Yeah, thank you, Daniel. If you actually notice, like this is a VAX official website. You can see in the middle of the page, Daniel's photo is actually on their homepage, which is really amazing. That's from the last year's world champion. Now let's welcome our Riri to share his experience.
Hello, my name is Ray from on team 1069V. This year was both really challenging and also I grew a lot during this years. First of all, this year was my first year of XP5. Before I participated in VEX IQ, where I made many things such as intake mechanisms and many different other things. That first of all taught me a lot just in the basics of robotics and also just a little bit about how the energy design process worked. But then, yeah, this is my world's robot. Yeah. So next year, I worked on this year I worked on VEX V5, which was a different step in my direction. So what happened was that I found out that it was a lot more challenging, first of all, and also there was a lot more opportunities for me to learn and also participate in new events, such as different events where I met a lot of new teams. I felt that was a lot more challenging as I needed to do things such as better build quality, we had more powerful motors, and many different other things. This year of XP5, I found out that, first of all, a robot after being built doesn't work immediately. We had to do a lot of perseverance and also tuning in our robot, which is seen here. Yeah. So this year at events, my first event was really, I learned a lot from it. First of all, in the structure in XP5 events, from line selection to different things such as elimination rounds. I got semi-finalist at the event. And then I grew on to learn to more things, such as I led to the division champion at the US Open event and also the skills finalist. And also I won a local event around here. This year, I also learned things such as timeline management and also graphs to motivate teams, and also to track our building around our new robots, which is something we had, and also things such as meeting agenda. From this season, I also learned to meet a lot more teams around the world, and also places such as different countries, which is something I also had. Lastly, I shared my VEX robotics experience with places such as my school and also my local community, which is something else I learned. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, thank you very much, Riri. So basically, robotics not only about building again, it's about engineering design process, how to solve the problem. That's the key. Already a student already shared, and also the notebook. You cannot just do it. You have to record it as well. This is very important, and a student really master the skills can be success really quick. And our competition program for younger kids, we have some in classroom competition learning. And for the 4th grade and up, we have the VEX IQ. This is for this year's game. And for the 7th grade and up, we have the V5, which is you can see on the back. That's the new game for this year. This year is very challenging. You can see a lot of those small things are really hard to handle. So really quick to introduce how we gonna do for this new season. From in 2 weeks, we're gonna start the early season, early launch for the competition team. The previous student, experienced student, or the new student all can join our early launch program. We have 2 locations you can choose, and there's 2 days you can choose to join to start the new season. And our objects is to join the signature events like in August and September. That's really early, and try to secure the world champion like qualification spot. This is like also include the summertime. So the program gonna start from May and last to August. So signature events, which is like the kind of like a national events, like all the top teams like gonna go to different cities. So we're gonna join the Mall of America, like in Minnesota, and also in September probably go to Indiana and also New Jersey for those like two great like competition events. So after summer, we have the normal V5 like a teams program. This time we have like two kind of like a type of the program. One is called the V5 Beyond team. That's only like 6 hours like per week, twice per week, and you can just like spend less time, but you still get the world like level coaching. That's for like the students who are not have that many hours every week, and we also have the ultimate like team that's like require at least 8 hours or 10 hours every week. That's gonna be the very hardcore teams like that can do very success over there. But this ultimate team, we require the student really dedicate. If you cannot like really like contribute to the team, we have to like move you around. So this is pretty much like we want the best like to be on the team to work really hard. Also, we have the IQ program that's like have the also start from the September that you can join to learn the competition. Like, but we also help you to go to the school, go to your school to form the teams like in your school because we need more IQ teams in Massachusetts. And this program is more focused on the training, but you're gonna compete in your school team. Now, and also we have a Innovation Maker Summer Camp. Beside the competition stuff, you can also learn the different kind of like robotics. Similar to the AI camp, this is at Burlington. We focus on more hands-on, more like to design and to build. This is like the summer, like a better summer camp. That's like a really the student really want to do something like in action. So how to sign up? Like basically go to our website and just like choose all courses and choose the summer. Then you can find what you want. And we also have a limited time offer today. That's 10% off if you like take a picture and use this code when you do the sign up. You're gonna save like 10% like to the program. Yep. So I believe now give a. Okay. So now let you have William to talk about a new program. Is like underwater robotic.
Okay. Hi. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is William, and it's my honor and pleasure to introduce this good news. And in Vinci, as thing, we successfully conducted a private high school team to join the Made RV competition. So to anyone who not familiar with this competition, it's a global, very influential event organized by the MATE, the Marine Advanced Technology Education. This picture here showing our very talented students, Abby, it is fully designed and manufactured by herself. The key point of this competition, the main difference is that this competition not only requires students to build a robotic and do all the logic control things, it also requires students to establish a companies. Usually, these competitions need 4 to 8 students to form a companies, and they will play the role in a company like CEO, CTO, CFO. They're not only building and designing and manufacturing the robotic, they also need to finish the financial documents, engineering notebook, like running a truly company. And also the competition evaluation not only based on the robotics mission and tasking, it also will evaluate students' presentationing, documentationing, and helps them to become a real entrepreneur in the future. In Massachusetts, only few high schools have the ability to conduct a team to join these events. So it's really my pleasure and honor to conduct a team to join this competition last year. In Vinci, we have 3-level training for the RV classes. The level 1 is the RV operations. We will guide students not how to design, but actually guide them to inspire their own design, learn the best design in the world, and do their design for themselves. They will do the designing, manufacturing, assembling, and testing all by themselves. And level 2 is the coding and the control. This part is the software control part. We'll also get students to learn the coding and the algorithm part by themselves. We are not coached to teach how to do the things. We are the guidance and the inspirators to make them become a truly entrepreneur. And the third step is competition prep. Helps them to prepare all the documentation, helps them to get ready for the presentation. The ROV's application is not only to join the competition and make them become some project listing on your resume. It's actually building all the ability needed for an entrepreneur for the students. Also, the main ROV is solving the real world problem each year. Every year it has specific topics for like polar observations, renewable energy detection, and the ocean protection. Students need to establish their own company and have own proposals to show them we have the solutions for these problems. So they are actually not joining for the competition, they actually are joining the world, the global problems solving. And all this ability will help them become a full ability and entrepreneur. And now let's go to the scholarship part.
Yes, thank you, Coach Williams. Thank you. Well, our coaches are very shy. And actually, I think I just want to quickly mention the raw matter competition or the application is actually very exciting. I talked to Coach Williams earlier before, and the real application is we discussed with the Charles River education outreach program, and season long we have a lot of students or participants, they have canoeing or they have water activities on top of the Charles River, and sometimes the athletes can drop their sunglasses, which is very sentimental for them when they are trying to do the trainings. And then when they drop the sunglasses or jewelry, or sometimes a lot of people reaching to the Charles River Foundation telling them, oh, I know how to scuba dive, can I just scuba dive later, like underneath the water, and then picking up my sunglasses. And they always getting the answer is no from the safety considerations. And the robot will actually be an applications that the students will be able to learn to pick up the materials, which is our sunglasses or any jewelries. So that is what the students Abby currently is doing. She will be able to have the chance to partnership with the Charles Rivers, and that is how we want to expansion the robotic, not only purely concentrating on the competition, but think about like how we are able to apply the real skills. So if any of the students or parents, you have such ideas, talk to us, and then we are able to collaborating and co-own this project, because the role of competition is not something like we think about it out of our head. This is a real thing that Abby is care about, because he has a conversation before, and then that is what we just picking up this and teaching how we can creating this, and then this will not only just included in the competition, but also starting to pilot from a swimming pool, but will go to the Charles River by the year end. So that is something, a really good example. Okay, and then next, it will be the exciting part because we have such a great year this year, and we will have our coach and our founder to present the scholarship with amazing team, and also we have the teacher appreciations because this is such busy year and all our coach has a lot of time. And I will give the stage to Coach David.
Okay, the first award going to be awarded to Daniel Tatar. So which is a $2,000 scholarship. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Okay, so when Coach David shout out the student name, that's gave whoever win the scholarship great round of applause because this is such tough year. Okay, that's be a little bit louder.
So the second scholarship will be awarded to Harry Lee. So which is $1,000. And the third scholarship will be awarded to Raymond Jin, which is $500. We also have gifts for our well-performed students. So we have our Vinci special bags for our three students. So the first one will be awarded to Julian Chen. Another one will be awarded to his teammate, Austin Lu. So Austin Lu was a first year driving last year. His performance and his consistent skills made him to go to the world champion. The third one will be awarded to one of our coders, Andy Liu. I think he's not here, and this will be reserved for him, and we'll give it to him like next time I see him. So next, we are going to give the certificates for our students and to award them this year the hard working and performance in the worlds. So I'm going to call their names and they can come one by one to get a certificate. Okay. First one, Samuel Xi from 10102C. Yeah. And Harry Hua from 10102C. So stay here. Harry Hua. Harry Lee from 10102C. Okay, you guys can stay here because you are in the same team. Let's take a picture, okay? Next one, I will give to William Ding from 10102A. Next, Daniel Tatar from 1010 to Z. And Zichen Lin from 1010 to Z. Tiger Tong from 1010 to Z. Next, I'm going to give Sean Yin from 1010 to Y. Next, going to be our team A676, Julian Chen, and Austin Lu, and Peter Lee. Okay, we have one more, Raymond Jin. Okay, from team 10698V. So I'm going back to
Okay, thank you. And we have a last special award. And actually, this is a surprise because we will want to give the Teacher Appreciation Award to Coach David, which is a surprise. And we will have our founder, Mandy, to give this award to David. And let's give another round of applause to David. And at the same time, we also have two special gifts to another coaches who really dedicated a lot of time in the back scenes. Probably they are not, participated, or most of the parents or students may not have the capabilities to work them closely as much possible, but they definitely dedicated a lot of times, and that's gave Coach William and Coach Mahmoud another round of applause, and thank you for their special dedication and contributions, and let's give them another round of applause. And we will have the certificate prepared to them. So this is definitely a surprise. They don't know. Well, they are working very hard today. So thank you for all your support. So we have two special gifts to you guys, which they are totally surprised. Thank you. Yeah, without all the dedications, we won't be able to see a lot of curriculums that we have today. And thank you. Okay, and we will have a trial class with Coach Mahmoud, and everyone, especially students who interested to experience the AI, please follow Coach Mahmoud. Go to the classroom, and we will have a 1 hour trial class. And for everyone, like the students, if you want to join, feel free to join. And that is a classroom that we can start into experience. Okay. And as a previous, we all as parents who is very interested on like all those learnings back to the realities, other than the application, and what type of the other things we will be able to support them during the growth. And we all know the college application is a piece that most eventually we have to think about during the high school education. So the last part, we invited Dr. Jill to join us today, and she will take us to the most recent 2026 academic application updates from the front line. And Jill has over 20 years working in this field, and let's give her applause and welcome Dr. Jill to join us. Yay!
Thank you. Thanks for everyone's patience to sit here for a long time listening. So I am an education consultant here in Boston, and I'm here today with my colleague Timothy, who's here too to help answer questions and any thing you might want to talk about later. But we work with students of all ages, local consultants. We help through all the stages of applications and preparing for private school or for colleges. So why we're here today is to talk about AI. In a minute you'll see why it ties in and why we're longtime friends with Vinci, and we work together and collaborate with many of our students. Let's see, am I doing the slides? Okay, thank you. Okay. So AI, of course, is a big topic in the world of education, also a very sensitive, tricky point. But AI is here, and it's part of our world, and it's a big part of our students' lives right now. So, of course, we know AI as a tool to help with research, to help with writing. We know things like ChatGPT and Grammarly. These are all AI programs that all of our students use. And in addition, colleges are offering courses to learn about AI. So AI literacy, machine learning, and then also non-computer science majors are doing lots of courses in data and also ethics, policy, and things like that. We have some examples here of courses, current courses now. At Stanford, for example, at UPenn, at Wharton, at Harvard, and MIT. So that's like learning about AI for our future. But what we're also talking about today is our students using AI. So what we want to remember is that AI is a tool, but it is definitely not a replacement. High schools and colleges will not accept written works that are clearly AI generated, and there's lots of checkers for that now. So remind your student, you can use this as a tool, but the student needs to do the gist of the work. We'll talk a little bit more about that. That's okay. Want me to click it? Okay. And okay, so now we're here, we're talking about in school searches, when you're starting to look for, this applies to whether it's private school or whether you're talking about college, looking down the road to colleges. You will also use AI to pull up information. Maybe you want some stats about very specific things. Maybe if your student's an athlete, or you're looking for this type of stuff, robotics, what schools. So you can use AI, you can use searches, but remember that everything is very, very general. These sources are general data, it's public information, and it's still missing some of the really important pieces when you're talking about a college search or a school search in general, such as campus culture or the right fit for your student. So again, I'm reiterating that AI is a starting point, but it should not be the decision maker. Thank you. Oops, I think it jumped one. Yep. Okay, let's talk about essays real quick. This is really important. Back to what I kind of mentioned in the beginning. AI is your tool to use to help you organize, to help you research, brainstorming, but guide your student to using it only as a tool. AI generated essays are very apparent these days. There are a lot of catchphrases, there are a lot of terms that are clearly AI generated. Your student needs to remember their voice is what's important in their essay. The AI generated stories become very, very generic and very bland. So your student needs to use it for helping with structure, helping with grammar, but remember, their voice coming through is the main important point. And talking about essays, your student's essay should tell a story. You need some anecdotes, you need some personal growth, some type of reflection, and your story needs to come through in a very authentic voice. AI generated will sound too polished, too bland. It won't stand out. So when we work with students, for example, in a consulting business like ours, we're reminding the student, use your AI to help for your research or to help kind of get you started, but it will not be good enough for telling your story. You need to lead your story. Your student needs to tell their story in an authentic voice. So these are just a few quick points about AI in the education world and how it's a tool that we're all using, but a personal touch is really the most important thing, whether it's visiting colleges, writing your essays, it still comes back to the human touch and AI just as a support tool. So what we do in our work is we guide students through the whole process, through all their steps. So we're here to help students navigate what can be a little bit tricky process. And it's highly, highly competitive these days. And everybody is perfect on paper and reaching for a way to stand out. So we help with applications and then post application season with support through students' academic careers, and then beyond graduation. We help with coaching, life coaching, mentoring, internships, and beyond graduation. So we have materials here today if you're interested, or if you have any questions, individual questions, because every case is different and every student needs to find their best fit with or without AI. So we're here to help. We have materials you can take home. We're here locally. And lastly, why are we talking about AI in the world of education today? Here with Vinci is because, like I mentioned, we work closely, and we have for many years with Vinci. We send lots of our students here. This is an opportunity with robotics and with all these new programs and these summer camps to do a project or find some kind of leadership opportunity to help a student stand out on their resume. So that's where this all comes in, and Janet is going to talk about that next in her next piece. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Jill, and thank you for helping us to emphasize why the application is very important to us. And for the last piece of today's overall project, overall workshop, I just want to introduce our iSTEAM Impact Fellowship. This is a program that since last year we are starting to gradually establishing. And what this is focused is, as the slogan, this is a growth loop of learn, practice, contribute, and recognize, and how we are able to deliver that. So there is a lot of speakers already emphasize how this is important to indicate, like no matter it's leadership or this is the application, and how this social impact overall. I won't emphasize or waste a lot of time on this stage, but I just want to greatly introduce how this is being delivered to the students. So learning is, we have a lot of program in the learning side, and then after that we need a practice field for the students. And what the iSteam fulfills the platform is how we creating a practice field. So one of major responsibilities for my end is I reaching out and constantly working with education progress practice managers from a lot of organizations like Charles River Foundation, Boston Legal Education Foundation, Parrot and Red Sox, all those foundation has the education system, and then that is where we can find the application practice field with them. For example, if we have a student this year, he is interested in the sports management and sports medicine. So we helping her and guiding her to reaching out to the advisors and professors in Harvard universities. So she will be able to deliver her ideas to the professor, and then with the coaching of the advisor working together, she will be able to turn the ideas into a project and then eventually delivered in the NOVA conference at Harvard. So that is a progress that we want to work constantly with the students to find that practice field. And this is how we contribute, because after she invented, we have a real application situation she will be able to talk through. And this is where we dedicated a lot of time to creating this immersive environment for them. And the recognition in the last part, we partnership with Congress Reward to give them a 12-month certificate. The hardship of getting that recognition, if you ever search online, is because that is breaking into full parts and has a continuous record that may take more than 4 years to get different level of certificate, from golden medal and starting approach. So we were working on that part, and this will be the area that we will find helping the students to find the playground from special needs kids in the teaching, and also senior care or the sports management, which all the kids has the experience, and they will be easier to rely on in their real case. And then this year, we're also starting to partnership with MIT universities to use one of their curriculum. So the students who experience and learn with us will have the opportunities to learn by the professors coming from Harvard, MIT, Tufts, and Northeastern, all those nearby university professors. So we are in Boston, right? One of the special things we have is the university. So we're starting to approaching and creating that environment for all the students we work with. So we're turning them into like a monthly membership type of thing. So if you are already the students with us, I highly recommend that you talk to your professor, your coach, or myself to generating the ideas and brainstorming where there is the specialty cases you really interested to dedicate your time, and then starting from the scratch and turn your ideas into a real project, and you can starting to learn and creating on. And this is just a quick examples about we always get the questions from the parents, like how am I able to let my students standing out, and they don't have a time because the time management is so hard. And this is actually one of the students we've been working with 2 years, and she has a special interest in medicine. Actually, she's not the person who is actually very dedicated in the engineer, but she wants to pick out what is a vax and how her peers to running the machines. So she coming here as a volunteer in the vax competition we hosted, and then she learned how and see how the students actually compete in the playground, and then she write up something, and she actually embedded this experience back to her medicine conferences back into the school, and host his own conferences at the school, and that eventually the conferences has 200 students coming to join, which purely led by her peers and the students. And no doubt, eventually after she graduated, she got recognized from the school because she really dedicated time. So this is where we're trying to create in this, and I will stop there. And again, if there is any questions, and feel free to reaching out. And thank you everyone to dedicating your time, and this is a long time. Thank you, and we looking forward to have a nice year with you. And last but not least, we will have our principal Lane and to announce like we have a special time for the offerings to the students and new students. Okay, I will give the stage to Lane.
Thank you all for spending the whole time with us today, and we have a special offer now. So anyone interested in our course, for the current students, you will have 10% off, 15% off actually. For the new students, you will enjoy 10% off. If you have any questions, come to us for more details. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.